Greetings YouTube. Today I'm going to review the Shrade Old Timer Sharpfinger, and this is the Taylor bought out this brand quite a while ago, and this is the made in China version. This is not made in the US, and the product code on this is 152OT. I believe that's an O, not a 0. And it is comes in a leather sheath, and the sheath is of decent quality. It's not the thickest, I think it's probably 4-ounce leather. I'm not positive on that one, but it's decent. It conforms well to the blade. It's got some decent stitching. It's not gonna knock your socks off, but it's definitely quite attractive, and it works. I've worn this as an EDC, and it does function. A snap closure. And you just draw the blade out, and then you have the classic Sharpfinger shape, and that's why it's called the Sharpfinger, because when you hold it like this, it definitely gives you an extension to your finger, which gives you a sharp blade. And it came out of the box with a decent edge. The edge down here is sharper than the edge in the tip. I haven't really played with it at all. I just took it out of the box and put it on. You got the Shrade logo on that side, and the code on this side, 152OT. Pin construction. There's the little nameplate. It's got a lanyard hole, which is, I think, quite large enough to get a piece of regular paracord through if you so chose. I can't remember what this scale material is called. I read it somewhere, but it escapes me now. But the grind on this is not even. So the scales were not perfect. They put them on and they made them as best they could, but it gives you this kind of uneven texturing, which, it's not an expensive knife, and again, it's made in China. But it's full tank construction, and it's got some decent, there's a cat who may be joining us in a moment, I apologize. It's overall has a nice feel to it. It fits the hand relatively ergonomically. You can hold it like this quite comfortably. You can hold it like this if you'd like to. And you can choke up on it if you need to make a little more controlled cut. Say if you needed to do some whittling like this, you want to make a fire stick or something like that, or a tent peg. You could use this for that. The thing I discovered though when I was carrying this as an EDC is I feel it's a little bit too long. In the way this is designed and everything, I found that it was just flapping around a bit, and this was kind of catching on things. I think that might have been mitigated if, say, you had it in a sheath that had a swivel, so that it would move independently of you slightly, so it would be less likely to catch on things. But that was just my observation. Overall, I think it's a nice design. I kind of wish I'd have the opportunity to get a US-made one of the older models, and if I ever do, I'll purchase it and then do a review and comparing the two. And for those that are interested, this is a hollow grind in here with a secondary bevel down here, and this is the flat section in there. But overall, it's a classic design. I'm glad it's in my collection, and I will hope someday I'll be able to compare it to a US-made version.